legacy, a message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it, get after it. Get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers. Gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run in your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Welcome. Friday night. Extra episode, Motorcop Chronicles podcast. Got a lot of Louisiana stories and some from just out of state. I've been having sitting here and having it made up. I have lost some of the pictures I was going to do for it, but whatever. I got some videos. We'll talk about the shit. I hope everybody had a good week. We're about to have another cold snap tonight. Things down in the 20s. And I have to go. I'm going to escort float tomorrow. But going to be doing it in the unit, not the motorcycle. I don't want to freeze my dick off because that's what would happen. And I need to keep what little bit I have. So being a tot, going to do it in the units. If anybody would like a good cigar, great cigar, go to patriotcigar.com and use the promo code Motorcop15. You get 15% off your order. You know, if you order $100 or more, I think you get free shipping. It's a U.S. company. You know, premium cigars. You ain't gonna want to cut these up and make no blunts out of it. If you want any merch, I got my Go Goat shirt on. If anybody's new listening, past episodes they had a herd of goats captured a bad guy, so we had some Go shirts made. I do have a new shirt I just put out. Also, you can go to the Etsy store, Motorcop Chronicles Etsy store. Go to the podcast page, motorcopchronicles.com. All the links are on there to everything. You can go there, pick up some merch if you want. Then I might put some more candles on there and stuff too. And if you want more, I think I got 100 posts up on it on Patreon. 3 different tiers. You can try it free for 7 days. I try to be as active as I can on there. Stuff I can't put out here. But if you can't, I understand. Fucking economy's in the shitter. And everybody's pinching pennies. So I'll continue to put out the free stuff anyway. But if you just want extra, there you go. I finally got this shit to work on Instagram tonight. I've been working on it for a couple weeks, trying to get this shit work. What's up, Jim? I will shout out the Patreons, the crew members at the end of this episode. So, I almost started telling a story, but that's from another episode, not this one. If anybody listened to the last episode, Duke does have a vet appointment Monday at 4 o'clock. That was the soonest one I could get. I had some old antibiotics for him, so I've been giving it to him. It seems like it's been helping. So hopefully that'll help out some. So, I mean, he was coughing up freaking phlegm balls the other day. I was worried about the little buddy, and plus it's gross as shit. Didn't like having to pick that up. Yeah, it's cold here too. The temperature's steadily dropping, Jim. Us South people aren't used to this shit at all. Not used to it. Well, let's start out with some of these stories. Like I said, I had pictures and stuff for a lot of them, and I've had this stream set up for a while and hadn't got around to it, the extra one. Of course, we're in Louisiana. We're going to, they call it the North Shore. It's like St. Tammany Parish. This parish is, it's a richer parish, you know. It's like the rich part of town. Anyways, up in Lacombe, deputies from the St. Tammany Sheriff's Office, they arrested, hello, Natasha, they arrested a 13-year-old boy. Now, that stuff happened a few weeks back and stuff like that. Yes, I was going to try to do an extra one. This happened a few weeks back because, like I said, I put this one together and didn't get around to it. Anyway, they arrested a 13-year-old boy. He allegedly, that's our favorite word, allegedly. He allegedly threatened to shoot up his junior high school. Can't do that shit nowadays. You can't even joke about shit like that. Too much, you just can't do it. According to the sheriff's office out there, the child was not in possession of any firearms, which was good, but the school personnel did find a live .40 caliber round in his backpack. I don't know how many of y'all have little kids or whatever. Last time I was working the SRO, I was talking to one of the head security people over all the schools. And, I mean, out where I work, they metal detect all the kids coming in the school every day, even the freaking kindergartners and shit. I told them, I said, y'all need to, why don't you just make them start wearing, only have clear plastic book sacks and shit like that. You would take that cold? You can have it. Take it back up north. where it belongs. So I think they should make make the kids wear see-through book sacks and shit like they do, you know, football games and shit like that. But anyway, they arrested this 13-year-old kid. He's probably at home. He's got to go in front of a judge, but at least he didn't bring the gun to school, didn't attempt to kill anybody or anything like that, because that would have been bad. That would have been bad as all get out if he'd have done that. So hopefully his parents beat his little ass whenever he got home, because that's what I'd have done. I think that's what's wrong with kids today. They don't get enough ass beating. Oh, and if y'all did listen to the last one, I said I was going to try to, like, not cuss and stuff as much. Well, I was sitting around thinking today, I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm just going to be who I am. I'm a fucking Gen Xer. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, if people don't want to listen to me or come on as guests and stuff because of the way I talk or the way I express myself and stuff like that, fuck it, I don't care. I'm not doing this shit to get famous anyway. So it is what it is. So I'm just going to be myself. I just can't. I'm not going to sit there and, you know, fake it or something like that. Just for information, if anybody was wondering. So I probably wasn't. All right, this one right here, we're going to New Orleans. Never no crime in New Orleans, right? Yeah, right. New Orleans sucks. It's crime-ridden. Anyway, they had a woman came from California, got her ass arrested in New Orleans. Yes, Gen X does rule. That's got to be me. I didn't grow up pussified like this new generation, and if I hurt people's feelings, they can go get some fucking retard helmets and put them on so they don't bonk their heads when they fall down crying or something. So I had a picture of her. Of course, you know, like I said, I lost a lot of shit. I don't know where I put it. Anyway, this woman was from California. She got arrested on January the 9th. She's accused of murdering a man in New Orleans East. Last Saturday, a couple Saturday mornings ago. I'm going to fuck her first name up. Timone. I have no, just Tymone. That's how they spell her first name, however you say it. Last name's Kelly. I can pronounce that. She's 34 years old. She got booked in OPP, which is Orleans Parish Prison, for second-degree murder in connection with the January 6th fatal shooting of 39-year-old Larry Boudreaux. Second-degree murder, if she's convicted in the state of Louisiana, she will get life in prison. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. There's nothing they can do about it. You will go to prison for the rest of your life in Louisiana. Well, look at that. It is the weekend. It is Saturday in Australia. How you doing, JoJo? Anyway, this Boudreaux guy was found dead inside of his crashed car on a Saturday morning at about 1:30 in the morning. He had been shot several times. The vehicle he was in crashed on Dale Street. They did not explain how, but said in a statement that Kelly was developed and identified as the perpetrator. She was arrested, but did not say where she was found. She's scheduled to make her first appearance. But anyway, she had to come all the way down from California to fucking kill somebody. She could have done that shit up in Cali. She probably wouldn't have got as she killed somebody in Cali. She probably wouldn't have got as much time as she's going to get down here. I can tell you that. She, like I said, she's probably going to end up doing life. This next one is messed up. I do have, excuse me if I'm yawning. Had a long day. Had worked quite a few crashes, and they kept me busy pretty much. This is a 5-year-old. This 5-year-old is dead. And let's switch over and watch the video on it. It's not the video.
Dad and his father and the girlfriend are locked up tonight in connection to his death.
The I-Team was first with the details of those arrests this afternoon. Our lead investigator, Scotty Hunter, is here now with what he's learned about the case. Scotty.
Well, guys, here's a look at 26-year-old Joseph Esslinger and his girlfriend. While details are slim in this case, they are both facing some serious charges tonight that could get even worse once we have a better idea of what caused the death of the child in their care.
He would squeal in delight, and you just...
Now, sad, this little 5-year-old boy that we're looking at right here is dead. Beat to death. Kind of horrid. How horrible shit is that?
Couldn't help but be excited with him.
Leo Esslinger was full of life and had so much life left to live. At just 5 years old, his great-aunt Christy Held says to know him was to love him. But unfortunately, loving him was not enough to keep him alive. The 5-year-old was allegedly severely beaten in Livingston Parish 2 weeks ago. He was rushed to the hospital in New Orleans, where he died 3 days later.
We tried everything. We did everything by the book, according to the law. We did everything that we were supposed to do.
Leo's
JoJo's asking why. I'm going to tell you why, because Child Protective Services is failing our children in the state of Louisiana. Not all the. I'm not dogging the workers. They got some damn good workers there. I don't know if their hands are tied or what, but some of these they're failing these children. We've had, how many have I talked about in the last year? 3, 4 failing that these little children are getting.
Other 26-year-old Joseph.
Look at this piece of shit right here. I hope he gets ass fucked hard in jail. Tell you what.
Esslinger and the father's girlfriend, Diana Lopez, are both behind bars tonight.
No, he was the dad. This is girlfriend. She
charged with cruelty to a juvenile with major injuries. While authorities at Albany Police would not yet provide details on the case, the family says what happened to Leo was unimaginable. Held says when family raced to the hospital from Indiana, they found him on a ventilator. Doctors there told him the little boy suffered 3 brain bleeds, a puncture wound, and bruising all over his body. While the child's mother was already in jail in Indiana on unrelated charges, his mom's family had been fighting for custody of Leo in Indiana for a while. Now that Leo's dead, they say there is plenty of blame to go around, not just on his father, but on the systems that should have been in place to keep Leo safe.
Why didn't they listen to us? Why didn't they believe us?
Let me tell you right now, from being a cop for almost 30 years now, I've worked cases. I got a guy convicted, and he ended up doing 10 years for child abuse. That was over 20 years ago. But I've worked cases or brought cases to things, and they didn't take the kids away. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I've seen them take kids away from people, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's something like a lot of it is just ass backwards. It's like you left the kids with these pieces of shit, but took them away from these other people. The system is fucked. It needs to be revamped. They have hardworking people in there, men and women, that bust their ass. It's not an easy job. I think a lot of it is there's not enough of them, so they're overworked, and I think they have supervisors that don't let them do what needs to be done sometimes. I don't blame the workers. I blame the supervisors and the upper management.
Poor baby. Why is he having to suffer because other people didn't take this seriously?
The little boy's family is now fighting to give a voice to children who might be in danger to make sure no other child suffers the way Leo did.
We will advocate for those changes. We will see changes made through legislation so that no other child has to go through this. I also made a promise to Leo that he would not have died in vain.
To help them in their fight, there is a GoFundMe set up in Leo's name. We have a link to that right now in the iTeam section of the 9 News app, guys.
Tammy over on LinkedIn said every state's like that. I hate to hear it. I was hoping maybe it was just our state. That's just too many drugged out. Yeah, there's a lot of drugged out parents, unfortunately. And for that little boy to lose his life like that, I mean, just there's special places in hell for for people like that. Even if that woman didn't do it and she just stood around and let that piece of shit do it. To me, people like that, I mean, once they're found guilty, you just take them out back. I think they ought to be beat to death also. Not just put in jail for the rest of their life or whatever. They ought to be curb stomped to death so they can experience the pain and agony that little boy went through. That's just my opinion. His next story is, well, let me read it. I didn't have a video on it, but I put it in, it's like toxic gummy bears, but it's kind of me being sarcastic. Anyway, it says gummy candy leaves a toddler paralyzed for the rest of her life. The family is suing. A 3-year-old girl in California is now paralyzed after her family says she choked on gummy candy that got stuck in her airway, according to the lawsuit filed by the girl's parents. The little girl, you know, she was vibrant and all that stuff. This happened back in 2022, December 13th, I guess, just suing. She choked on the candy and became lodged in her throat, blocking her airway. The parents rushed to get her help and drove her to the hospital. First of all, why didn't you try to get it out? Maybe if you take some proper classes, you would know how to get that out. Anyway, they said it was so sticky they couldn't get it. They had a hard time getting out, and she was without oxygen. Something happened. She suffered profound hypoxia due to prolonged lack of oxygen. She sustained irreversible brain damage and spastic I can't say the word, as a result of her injuries from choking on the candy. These candies were a ticking time bomb, the mom said. And she's now permanently disabled, unable to speak, unable to swallow, and unable to move for the rest of her life. The lawsuit states that once chewed, the Candyland gummy dots became extremely sticky in a glue-like mass that becomes almost impossible to extract. Anyway, the company's in Philadelphia. They're seeking more than $50,000. $50,000 ain't shit, but let me say this. Is it the candy's fault? Is it the candy maker's fault that you, as a dumbass parent, gave this type of candy to a 2-year-old? Don't you give them suckers with the string on it, not even the stick, because you don't want them poking themselves? Kids 2. Probably still shitting on themselves, and you're going to give it this kind of candy. So you're going to sue the company saying it's the candy company's fault for making this candy. How about, as a parent, you take responsibility that you didn't do your fucking job as a parent and maybe pay attention what your kid's eating. But you're going to say, it drives me completely insane when people are going to that do stupid shit like this, and then you're going to try to blame somebody else for it, for your own negligence. I hope they don't get shit. They'll probably write them a check for $100,000 just to make them go away, because it's cheaper for them than fighting it, unfortunately. How many other thousands of children have eaten this? When I was a kid, let's talk about Gen X. Me and the wife were talking about the other night. I had lawn darts. I loved my lawn darts. Me and my buddies, my sister and stuff we used to throw them. We'd be like, watch out, you're going to die. You know, we'd throw them up as high as we could in the air and see, you know, make sure to dodge them. You know, they had big spikes on them and stick in the ground. We used to play with those. 2 kids got killed or damaged with them, and they stopped making them. Stupid. Now you can get them because I found some, believe it or not, but I had to order them from the UK, and it took me forever to get them here. But I ordered them from the UK. My UK listeners, y'all can get lawn darts over there. Now they're not sharp like the ones we used to have. You could take a grinder and sharpen them up. They're kind of blunt, but you can sharpen them up. But you can get them from the UK because I bought a set. I don't like people telling me I can't buy shit. No, bicycle helmets, Jim? No, we don't need a damn bicycle helmet. My little granddaughter, she's like 5, 6 years old, and she started riding a 2-wheel bicycle, no training wheels and stuff like that. And they had her. It wasn't her basically probably gonna be her stepdaddy, but it's her mom, my stepdaughter. She's a little overprotective. I feel anyway. It's not my child, but she had helmet on, freaking shin guards. I'm like, we used to ride bicycles with no shoes on, with the cheese grater pedals on it and everything else. And if you crashed, you got up, bled a little while, and washed it off with a water hose and went home and did your business. It's the like I said, it's the pussification of America. But anyway, these parents are fucking idiots. It's their fault, not anybody else's fault. But let's blame the candy company, right? I want to see fucking McDonald's for making me fucking fat. How's that? Makes sense, right? I'm going to sue the pencil company because I failed a test. I'm going to sue the gas company because I got a speeding ticket. It's all the same thing. People are fucking stupid. It's why we pay so much insurance and stuff, because you got a bunch of people like that want to sue over everything. They got that we just talked about recently, that woman suing Reese's company over the Halloween candy, the peanut butter pumpkin things, because the picture on the package has a face on the pumpkin, but the actual candy don't. Who gives a fuck? It tastes the same. Who cares? Who cares? Do y'all care? I don't give a shit. But that's the world we live in. This next one, this guy from California was down here in New Orleans visiting with him and his husband or boyfriend or whatever, and unfortunately, he found out and he got murdered. Yeah, you're right. I don't. Ridiculous. I don't know how you want to say that, JoJo. But he got himself killed. It ain't his fault. Somebody murdered him. They did catch him. I think a 16-year-old is the one that ended up murdering him.
Father and the girlfriend.
But you go on vacation, come back dead.
And what sources say was likely an attempted armed robbery.
David Jones spoke with neighbors who witnessed the immediate aftermath of the shooting.
And it's really heartbreaking.
32-year-old Jacob Carter was on vacation in New Orleans with his husband Daniel, visiting from Tacoma, Washington. The beloved businessman owned a bagel shop in Tacoma, Howdy Bagel. Carter's described on Howdy Bagel's Instagram as, quote, one of the brightest spots in the lives of everyone he loved.
There's a lot of foot traffic here, a lot of tourists coming from Bourbon to Frenchman Street to the R Bar.
This neighbor did not want to be identified, but described what he saw and heard that night.
I heard voices and screaming outside, but being Bourbon Street at 1:30 in the morning, that's not unusual. But it kept up, and something sounded different this time.
According to New Orleans police, around 1:30 Friday morning, officers responded to the intersection of Bourbon and Curlerec streets in the Marigny.
Went out on the porch and looked down the block and saw someone administering CPR to a man laying on the ground.
He says he called 911. They were already aware. Police arrived within minutes. They found Carter shot, and EMS pronounced him dead on scene. There are several surveillance cameras in the area. Neighbors say they've turned over footage to police.
I could imagine that being my husband laying on the ground trying to give CPR to him, and that just freaks me out. I could not imagine anything more horrible for that poor guy. The screams that I heard, I will never get out of my head.
Neighbors and sources tell Fox 8.
Anyway, this poor man died. That was him and his husband. I think he's the one right here is the one that got killed. 16-year-old murdered this man. Just came in here on vacation. Guess the whole world's turning to shit though, right? Fuck. Got somebody that's getting ready to go to California for on vacation, and I told them they're going to be around San Francisco. I said, watch out you don't get none of that rainbow dust sneak up in your ass and make you gay. So, no heart goes out to that poor guy losing his husband like that. Next one, we're going over to Houma. Oh, yeah, it's definitely, and Mardi Gras ain't started yet. That place a fucking madhouse when Mardi Gras hits. I did skip one. I'm just going to say it. Starting in January, this month, Louisiana now, they made it illegal, totally illegal, which I agree with them, that gender-affirming care for children has been outlawed. They're not allowed to do it. You have to wait till you're 18 years old. I mean, I agree with that. If you want to start taking, girl hormones, grow titties, buy titties, cut your dick off, or sew a dick on, you shouldn't be able to make that choice till you're 18 years old. You can't vote until you're 18. You can't get married legally without your parents' permission. You can't do a lot of stuff until you're 18, but they want to give these children, like, oh, they can make their own. No, they can't make their own decision. I wanted to be Spider-Man at one fucking point in my life, okay? So that's a good thing, but of course, you got some families now that are suing. They're suing over it, which makes complete. They're not going to win, but they're suing, saying it's not right. No. If you want to do this to your own child, I think they ought to take your children away from you. I'm not saying berate your child or whatever because of, say, if they're gay or whatever like that. But I'm not saying you shouldn't say, oh yeah, let's go chop your dick off. Let's get you on some hormone from puberty blockers and all this shit. No. Go look at the facts. All these kids now that have changed their mind since now that they're older and it's too late. They're fucked. So, yeah, it's a good thing. This next one, going back to, I think we're going back to St. Tammany. No, we're going to Houma. Holster likes to call it Homo, but we're going to Houma. Bad when you got two friends got in an argument with each other at a sports bar, probably over some fucking football game or something fucking stupid. And the other one went out, got a gun, and shot and killed it. The other one, 39-year-old man, was booked on one kind of second-degree murder. What can be so bad, especially somebody that's your friend? What could be so bad, argument-wise? I mean, I got friends that just utterly have pissed me off before, but I've never thought about going getting a gun and just capping one of them. Now, this man is probably going to spend the rest of his life in prison over, like I said, probably a stupid argument over a football game or some bar fly or some shit like that. People need to think. Yeah, your brain ain't fully developed till you're 27. I think the male brain, they said, isn't like fully developed till it's like you're like 30 or some shit like that. I know it took a long time for me before I started making stupid decisions. I think I was in my damn 40s at that point. So I guess I was a late bloomer on that part because I was pretty stupid. I still do stupid shit, just not as stupid as it used to be anyway. Now this one, I did have a video on the Houma shooting. We'll look at it so y'all can see the guys
sources say was likely an attempted armed robbery.
David
right here.
Leading up to this St. Johns County sergeant's death
Nope,
earlier
that's
this year.
not
His
him.
name is Michael Kunovich. He died after.
And we want to be clear.
Nope, that's not the right
encounter with
video.
a man.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to see that one now. This next one, I don't know if y'all have heard about it. It's been on national news and shit like this. And I don't know how somebody could fuck up this bad. They fucked up. This is in Mississippi. In Jackson. Probably about 3 hours from me. 3 or 4 hours. Jackson, Mississippi. 215 bodies. And I did say it right. 215 bodies have been located in a pauper cemetery, I think behind a jail or something like that. The problem is a lot of these people in here, come to find out, have family members that had reported them missing and shit, and they never got notified. Let me let it roll. Let me pull the video up.
To this St. Johns County sergeant's death earlier this year. His name is Michael Kunovich.
In Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi.
This is this guy right here. This is what happened with when they started looking. His family had listed him as missing. He had been arrested and died in jail or something. And they knew who he was, or he got killed in a car wreck. I'm not sure. But anyway, he died. And they had his wallet and identification and everything. Well, nobody never went and contacted his family. They just buried him as a John Doe in this, or they buried him in this pauper cemetery. But I think one of the problems too, is a lot of these people that were buried back here had never been embalmed or nothing like that, which that's illegal in the state of Louisiana. You just can't put a dead body in the dirt like that. So, yeah. But this is the one that started it.
Be exact. It's been revealed 215 bodies were buried in unmarked graves behind a state jail in Jackson, of course. Attorney Ben Crump is now calling for an investigation. Families of the dead reportedly had no idea until last month. Some of them, those grave sites were only labeled by a number and a metal rod. Joining us to talk about it, activist Arthur Silky Slim Reed, who also works with Ben Crump.
So, Arthur, this started with Dexter Wade's case back.
This Silky Slim fella right here, he's not slim. He's from Baton Rouge area. He's one of them fucking loudmouth activists. But I mean, in this case, they're kind of right, though. I mean, this is fucked up. I mean, this shouldn't have been going on.
In March, right? He was an individual who was hit by a police officer, and his family thought he was simply missing.
That's right. I forgot. I remember the story now. He got hit, the cop hit him with his unit in an accident or something like that. The dude died, and they didn't notify his family or nothing. They just buried him. Trying to cover something up.
But he was dead and buried, and no one notified them.
Well, the thing about it is that he had identification on him, Isaiah.
Silky Slim is not a lawyer, Jim. That dude's no fucking lawyer. He's just one of them fucking people that like to protest and shit. But this motherfucker ain't no lawyer. I don't even know if he's got his GED, to tell you the truth about it.
And the medical examiner gave it to the lead detective, who said he called, didn't get an answer, and they didn't worry about doing anything else. What we're finding, Isaiah, is that Mississippi is Mississippi. It's an ugly Mississippi. And this is sad because now we have 6 other individuals that has been put into this same grave. And if you look at the video from when we first went to that site, buzzards were flying overhead. And we were trying to figure out, why are the buzzards flying overhead?
Because they got to get they eat on, too. And know what people say when people robbing stores? Well, I got to eat. Well, they got to eat, too.
But it's because they're putting them in shallow graves, and the only thing that they're putting them in is a body bag without embalming the bodies. So the stench from the bodies are drawing buzzards there. It's so inhumane for anybody to do anyone like that, Isaiah, is just horrible is what we can say. And that's not even a word that we should use in a situation like this. It's something that we haven't seen.
And what we're seeing here is over 200 people in this, what they consider a pauper's grave behind the county jail there. And what you guys are learning in your investigation is many of these families were never called, were never notified. Many of them still think their family members or thought their family members were simply missing, but they were dead and buried and never got a call from any investigators, any law enforcement officials or authorities in Jackson, Mississippi.
That's right. And one of the things that we faced being Mississippi is that they thought that we were playing.
They don't want to eat him. They don't want to eat him. They bring his stomach ache.
We have white clients as well. There were white people that were buried the same way, Isaiah. And any human being that's buried the way that they're burying these individuals, it says a lot about the people that's doing this criminal act. And the only thing that we're asking, because people always look at us when we're out fighting for civil rights of individuals, the only thing that we're asking in this case, we want you to do the right thing and give them a humane burial. And the city is, so it's crazy, Isaiah, to see something like that. It's 2023. It's not 1940. But to see them just dumping bodies in a grave like that, and no name, just a number. So they'll say, well, number 13, that's Arthur Reed.
I have no idea how he got that nickname. I guess he probably skinny at one time or wore a suit. I don't know. He's been around causing headaches for a long time in this area. So, but in this case, like I said, I gotta agree with them. When they write, they write. This is wrong. This is just straight up wrong. I don't care if they were all black. I don't care, whatever. It don't matter to me. I don't care. This is just straight up wrong. Whoever was doing this just wrong, especially didn't in a body bag, not even embalming them. The contamination in that dirt back there is, like I said, it's he's definitely slippery as a snake. But yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with him. I don't like him or Ben Chump, but I gotta agree with him on this one.
21 is Isaiah Carey, but we don't really know until we get the remains, and then the remains had decomposed so bad, we just have to take them at their word. And when you look at the story, they told us that they would exhume this body at 12 noon, but they ended up taking this young man, Dexter Wade, out of the ground at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. They say, we were not going to allow them to embarrass us with those cameras. If you're not embarrassed by what you're doing, it's shame on you.
Absolutely incredible. Now, you guys, along with Ben Crump and I think Attorney Dennis Week, you all are asking for a federal investigation, that the feds come in and take a look at this and see exactly what's going on, because there's some questions as to Dexter Wade's death when he was hit by the police officer. Whatever happened with the officer in this case? And why wasn't his family ever notified that he was dead and not just a missing person? So bottom line, you want an investigation, right?
We think many civil rights were violated in Dexter Wade's case, not notifying the family, burying him without permission when you knew who he was. That's the key issue right there. You knew who this individual was. And if you look at the Dexter...
That's just messed up. I mean, like I said, I don't like ever after, but I mean, they're right on this thing. I mean, it's wrong. I mean, it's just that's fucked up. Police run this dude over, accident maybe, but then y'all just bury him. Come on now. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, how do you even do that, or think you're gonna get away with it? He might have been a pimp. I don't know. He's I know he's just a pain. This next one here is I think this is another. Why it keeps doing that to me, throwing me back down. This is another. We're in Mississippi again with this one. It says Mississippi officers were so disturbed by this badly beaten 1-year-old that they couldn't even look the chief in the face when they were trying to describe the scene. I can understand when you see some of this shit. I've had to witness stuff with children, and it's stuff you don't get out of your head very ever. So anyway, they had this small, toddler. The toddler's name was Prodigy Hunter. He got rushed to the Mississippi State Hospital. Jackson Police Chief told reporters last month that he had a massive amount of trauma. He had been brutally beaten. They said officers had a hard time finding any area on this child's body that didn't have bruises on it. Neighbors called 911 after the mother brought this child's limp body to their doorsteps. The dispatchers were told the child was unresponsive. He was declared dead soon after arriving at the hospital. They had been looking for the boy's mother, 29-year-old Yolanda Nicole Hunter. She has been arrested for felony child abuse that same day, but posted bail for her release. How the fuck did they give her that low of a bail that she can make it? Anyway, she made bail, and now she done jumped bail. They're searching for her. She's now being charged with capital murder, and her boyfriend, who uses the name Herman Coleman or Herman Gardner, he too has an active arrest warrant for Prodigy's murder. I don't know if they have found them yet or not. I hope they have. That, like I said, that's fucking. I don't understand all these people that keep killing these children. I mean, why even have them?
Jackson, Mississippi, to be exact.
Let's see.
It's been revealed 215 bodies.
This is it. No, that is not it. That was from Wednesday night. So I can find it. It may be going. I don't see it. But yeah, I mean, these people that are killing these children like that, that's two. A 1-year-old. Yeah, bail, for fuck's sake. You're right, JoJo. Her bail should have been at least like $1 million. But it was low enough because I guarantee you these were not well-off people. And I don't know what the bail they had preset or what on it. That's just completely insane. Like I said, hopefully they've caught them. We can try to look it up. Let's see. What was her name? Yolanda what? I don't remember what her name was. I'll just have to look it up at time. Anyway, I'd have to look it up later. Hold steering here, do my looking up. Next, I think we're going to New Mexico. New Mexico firefighters. I did have a picture of them. I don't know where it went. Did they do a good thing? No, they did not. They had three of them. 3 New Mexico firefighters are accused of gang raping one of their colleagues' sisters. Now they got their ankle monitors. They were out on bond. They had ankle monitors. Well, they got them taken off. The victim had told the police she had been raped by the group before she was able to escape through a bathroom window. They have been relieved of their firefighter duties. They got granted their request and were allowed to remove their ankle monitors as they await trial on house arrest. Former Albuquerque Fire Rescue firefighters Angel Portello, Aiden Heyman, and Anthony Martin were charged after their sister of a colleague worker claimed they raped her following a golf tournament back in July of 23. Martin's 44, one's Portello's 32, another one, Heyman's 46. The victim claimed that Heyman was coaching the others during the attack. I guess he's grown. It's like, yeah, put your penis right there. I mean, Jesus Christ. Police were called when a couple found the victim crying by an outdoor pool. She told them she had been assaulted by men. Of course, their attorneys are like, oh no, they're innocent. She just wanted to see their fire hose. They're saying the reason they let them have their ankle miles off said they have had trouble securing employment since being released from jail. They said they have experienced difficulties due to GPS monitoring. So, especially, I mean, you raped us. I mean, anyway, these fuckers were able to take their monitors off, and let's see if they raped her. I hope they get fucking time for it. That's for sure. I know if I was the brother, and 3 of my fucking colleagues decided to rape my sister, they might want to stay in jail because that'd be the safest place for them. Tasha says she just checked. She's still on. They're still on the run, and well, hopefully they catch them soon, or they get some instant karma and drive off a cliff and die in a fiery crash, painfully. Yeah, you're right. A little cussing face. This next one here, of course, I think we're back in Louisiana. Let me see. Yep. Got this Louisiana teacher. You probably won't be able to see it, but that lady right there. Okay. Louisiana high school teacher, well, we know what she's accused of, right? She's accused of sexually abusing a 15-year-old boy. Oh, what's that? Something playing. A 15-year-old boy. This just won't stop playing. If I wanted to play, it wouldn't have. This 15-year-old boy and inappropriately touching him in her car, and she had her baby in the back seat, the prosecutors are saying. Tatum Hatch, she's 32 years old. The boy was 15. Allegedly told the boy she wanted to be the first person to have sex with him. Court documents said on Wednesday, Hatch of West Monroe, that's North Louisiana, was arrested and charged with computer-aided solicitation of a minor, according to online jail records. She was released on a $10,000 bond. Her alleged actions came to light in December when West Monroe Police Department contacted the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office about a student who came forward about her. The boy's father allegedly told the sheriff's office that his son confided in him about this sexual relationship. It had gone on for the past year and a half. So I guess she maybe got that booty. The boy's father allegedly had proof of the relationship from sexually explicit Instagram messages that were screen recorded. According to the court documents, Hatch allegedly wanted the boy to sneak into her bedroom window, saying she believed it would be safer for him to come to her house rather than meeting in his home. Well, no shit. How you going to explain to your mommy and your daddy that you got a 32-year-old woman in your bedroom sucking your little pee-pee? Just saying. When the boy told her he felt scared, she allegedly said she was worried that he would find someone else to be his first person to have sex with. She had allegedly admitted that she spoke to the boy on Instagram. The day before, she was placed on administrative leave from her job. She resigned on December 26th, and she's scheduled to go to court. She should have been back to court. I mean, come on, really? I can see some of these other ones, these 23, 24-year-olds maybe fucking up with a 15, 16, 17-year-old boy in school. You're 32 years old. You're a grown-ass woman, and you're trying to fuck a 15-year-old. Come on. So, and, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she's not gorgeous, but she's not ugly either. I mean, she couldn't find a fucking grown man. Yeah, you're right, JoJo. It is insane. The world is insane. Next, we're still in Louisiana. Y'all know about Bass Pro Shops, right? Got one right here, right where I live, around where I live. This ain't in Louisiana. I think this is actually happening in Alabama, Bass Pro Shop. But we have two in Louisiana, in the state. We have a Bass Pro and a Cabela's, not too far from each other. That's where we have our motorcycle competitions in Gonzales at the Cabela. Anyway, inside of these, if y'all haven't been to any of the Bass Pro Shops, I know ours, most of them, I think, they have these big giant ass tanks with like fish and shit in them. And some guy decided to get naked and jumped inside one of the tanks. Now, it costs thousands and thousands of dollars to clean these tanks once somebody contaminates it like that. This stupid motherfucker almost killed himself, though. When he jumped in, he knocked himself out. Thank God he didn't drown. He was arrested, criminal mischief, and some other stuff like that. This was Alabama, was not local. We did have a guy a couple years ago did jump in ours out here, and like I said, his ass got arrested. Also, come on, somebody's wanting pets. Y'all see Duke? Yep. I don't have any more treats up here, buddy. He is sniffing everything. Come here. He's being a good boy. He's feeling a little bit better. Give me a kiss. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this story here. We're going back to New Orleans, so you know it's going to be good. Stop. You can't get on my lap all the way. Come on. He's being very needy, huh? That's really loud, buddy. We're going back to New Orleans, and no, I don't think he identified as a fish. And this, we're going to be talking about a New Orleans cop. You know, I call them out when they fuck up. Anyway, we're talking about a New Orleans cop. This guy has been taken off of the streets. And they didn't fire him. I'm so fucking they didn't fire him. He's on administrative reassignment right now, pending the outcome of this Public Integrity Bureau investigation. Okay, so what did he get reassigned for? He got caught smoking illegal drugs. I'm assuming weed. Last month. How did he get caught? Because he was smoking this shit on duty, in uniform, and his own body-worn camera recorded it. Maurice Bailey, who'd been on the force since 2021, the late part of it, so he's still a rookie. Fresh out of a police academy, remains on administrative assignment, pending the outcome of investigation. The supervisor's review of Bailey's body-worn camera revealed the officer smoking the drugs. The department declined to provide details of the conduct report, but the only thing the department says is investigation is investigating a complaint received recently. He is a former standout running back at Archbishop Rumble High School. He earned a bachelor's degree in political science at Southeastern University in 2020 before joining NOPD. His job application shows he had been working in the 7th District or 7th Ward, which covers New Orleans East. He was 27 years old. He's been the subject of several write-ups over his short tenure on the force. Among them were 3 complaints alleging violating policy on body cameras. A week before the latest allegation, he served a 1-day suspension for failing to file a vehicle crash report on time. So he was lazy. He didn't want to do his reports, I guess. So anyway, he sounds like a troubled cop. Maybe it's a good thing he got caught smoking. I'm assuming weed. We'll say weed. He got caught smoking weed in uniform before, he ended up doing something stupid like hurting somebody or getting somebody hurt out there on the street. I mean, how fucking stupid. That's why me and Wednesday, if y'all, if some of y'all were here, ones that didn't, we discussed for Maryland that, because weed's legal up there and stuff, because me and Hostera are totally different on it. I thought if you're a cop, I don't care if weed's legal or not, wherever you're at, you shouldn't be allowed to smoke it. This is why. This is a prime example why. It's not legal here. But if it was legal, like, well, he was just smoking, it's legal. Yeah, but he's getting fucking high while he's on duty, carrying a gun. Come on. Not only are you putting your own life in danger, you're putting other officers' lives in danger, and you're putting the public's life in danger. Completely asinine. How just selfish and just dumb can you be? Because being a cop is a selfless job. You don't go out there for yourself. You're out there because you want to help your community and the people around you and everything else and keep them safe and protect them. But you're too worried about smoking weed. JoJo says numbnuts. This dude's beyond numbnuts. He's just a complete ass. If we were doing hot nuts, that's who would be getting my hot nuts right there. Well, we don't do hot nuts in these. I don't even know what that was that popped up on my watch. Let's see what else. We're getting closer to the end. Oh, and we're going over to Lake Charles. This piece of shit. God, I got some pieces of shit on here tonight. I forgot I had some of these stories. Some of these stories, I'm like, I don't remember. Lake Charles man, he got charged with killing his girlfriend's son and the dog. Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office said they were notified of a woman being seen at a local hospital with severe injury. So he beat the holy fuck out of her. And during the investigation, they said they were advised by the woman that her boyfriend, Derek K. Rayburn, 47 years old, Lake Charles, killed her son and the dog at their home. She also stated she was able to escape the home and seek medical attention. Upon officers' arrival at the home, they said they found Eric Bosley, 26, of Lake Charles, and the dog. So it wasn't a little kid, at least. I mean, it's bad. This boy was only 26 years old. But, I mean, he killed her 26-year-old son and killed the dog, dead inside the home, from what appears to be gunshot wounds. Through the investigation, they said they learned Rayburn caused the woman's injury. He was later found at the hospital attempting to locate her. He was questioned by detectives and arrested and booked and put in the jail. I mean, unfortunately, they charged him with second-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder, domestic abuse with serious bodily injury, aggravated cruelty to animals, interfering with emergency communications, carrying of firearms by a convicted felon, and illegal use of weapons during a crime. His bond is set at $2,375,000. See, that's a fucking bond. That's a bond. The woman was still in the hospital at the time of this story from her serious injuries. So if she's still in the hospital like that, he beat the holy hell out of her, killed her son, and killed the fucking dog. That pisses me off too. Why'd you kill the dog? Just pieces of shit. Since we're right here, it went a little quicker than I thought. I don't know if y'all in a hurry or anything. Can look at see what else got popped up. Oh, y'all seen where the grand jury indicted old Alec Baldwin for that girl he accidentally shot? I think they charged him with like involuntary manslaughter or some shit like that. We'll see where that goes. I don't like him as an actor myself. Lord, they had some church. They had a sewage leak. They were trying to stop the sewage leak so they could do a funeral. That sounds like a shitty situation right there, huh? baby lid because of orangutine. I don't know. Gonzales police are looking for a armed and dangerous man over in Donaldsonville. Big tattoo and shit on his neck. We have five people got arrested in Baton Rouge. I saw the video during New Year's Eve. They had like fucking people. They were shooting them fucking Glocks and shit with them switches on, fully automatic, and they were just shooting fucking just everywhere. And they hit houses, churches, all stuff. So this Traylon Williams, 18, Jaqual Robbins, 18, and Tig O'Connor, 21, were arrested along two 17-year-olds. They got 4 firearms off of them. They were charged possession of a machine gun, 2 counts simple crime and damage to property, unlawful posting. Oh, they posted the video on social media. That helped catch their asses. So, yeah. Oh, this was in New Orleans. It wasn't in Baton Rouge. I'm sorry. So I did see the video. It was fucking crazy. They just unload. I'm like, hundreds of rounds. Oh, let me talk about this. We'll just talk about it real quick. I don't know if y'all saw this. This Federal Highway Commission, I saw the story this morning. They're recommending, the Federal Highway Administration is telling state agencies to put the brakes on the funny sign messages on the LED signs they have out there. Said that the clever phrases displayed on the digital message boards along the interstates and highway, they said they're too distracting. Okay. I actually like them. They had the one, during Christmas. I mean, they had stupid little sayings. Some of them were just dumb, but it's like a saying. And which one of them? Let's see. It's like one of them's like, like I said, they said they're distracting. And I saw the story this morning. And what, buddy? And I'm like, it's fucking, they're short. It's not like I'm trying to read a book or a paragraph. It's short. Plus, what's the difference between me seeing something up there just saying, speeders are, going to go to hell or whatever on a sign or something that makes you chuckle, just trying to, pay attention, drinking and driving or whatever they put up there with a funny saying. Me reading that, what's the difference between having these fucking billboards? Well, Louisiana, we have fucking billboards everywhere. You can't drive down the interstate without fucking just seeing billboards all over the place. So how was that any more distracting than a big-ass billboard? Then on the way to work this morning, I was, like, looking, and I don't know why I was thinking about this shit. And, but I'm driving to work. It's dark, and I've noticed all these new cars have fucking damn near 20-inch fucking monitors on the goddamn dashboards for fucking radios and all this other shit, and fucking buttons everywhere. That's way more distracting than a fucking little digital sign that says slow down or your dick's gonna fall off or something. Or you looking at your big monitor on your dashboard while you're fucking texting and eating a bowl of cereal and fixing your makeup and picking your nose. I mean, that's way more distracting. Fucking highway commissioner, fucking stupid. That's the dumbest shit. Oh, it's distracted driving. Talking on your phone while you're driving is distracting. Texting or, reading a text. Or, I wasn't texting, officer. I was looking for a new song on my thing. Whatever. But that's the federal government, right? All right. Yes, you were late because I'm about to wrap it up, Donna. You can trust us, JoJo. We're not going to mess you over. We're your friends. pull the Patreon up. I am going to do a Patreon episode when I get done with this. It won't be live. Setting up, I've tried to do live. I've done some lives on Patreon, and I'm just going to tell y'all, it's a pain in the ass for me to set it up. If they may ever make it easier, I might try to do more or figure something out differently on it, but it's pain. But this one, let me just say, it's not, I guess it could be considered political. It's not real political. It's just something I saw, and I'm like, what the fuck? And what the fuck? I'm just going to talk about it. Why the hell not, right? Something to bitch about, and y'all can give me y'all's opinions, the Patreons that are on there. Give me y'all's opinions on it. Of the Patreons, we got Kelly Meyer. We have Mr. Jared Nitrous and Motorcop for Life. We got Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. Great wood products. You can get there. His cutting boards are fantastic. You can use it for cooking, cutting your vegetables, your meat. You can use it for beating the hell out of your kids if they're bad. You could use it to deter burglars. Or you could use it to spank your wife in that naughty spanking kind of way. We got T-Bird. We got Jim Pocrant, who was from the Short Track Guys podcast. He was here earlier. We got Hoppy Hoppison. Hope he's doing all right out there in all this weather in that big truck. We got Mr. Blake Walker. We got A.A. Ron from I Had to Say It podcast. We got Mr. Z Palmer. We got Roy Spalding, Roy with the S. Of course, we have our girl JoJo, who is in the chat, our favorite girl from Australia. And we have Natasha A., who's also here with us. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all help me pay the bills. And I hope y'all are enjoying the content that I do put out there. I try. All right. I did an escort tomorrow. I'm probably not going to live stream when I'm doing it from inside of a vehicle. I am wanting to try out those new glasses I got. I got them smart glasses and Ray-Bans that I can live stream from, which is always fun. So everybody stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. Remember, we're not sheepdogs. We are lions. And to always smile, because Iceman could be behind you.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day.